What's up, guys? We've got a video today and we're going to be looking at some gameplay and some decks. Yes, we don't have the online client anymore, but we have something better. So over in Discord, if you guys don't know, there's several Discords that allow for, play over camera and things like that. And today we're going to be hopping into the RealPlay Discord. I'll put a link down in the description if you guys want to get some games in. And we're going to be, playing some Lorcana. Now, our opponent wanted to play against a particular deck. Yeah, we're talking about the big boogeyman at the tiny little squirrel Bucky. So we grabbed the deck and we shuffled up and played, and it was a lot of fun. Now, our opponent kind of had their own homebrew, and I'll talk more about that deck on the wrap up. But yeah, they were building it specifically to go against Bucky, so we just played some matches. It was a ton of fun. So make sure, leave a comment down below. What do you think about this whole setup? What can I do better? Yeah, just let me know. So let's jump into the deck tech, just in case you don't know what the Bucky deck looks like, or, well, the version that I'm running. All right, so this is my version of the Bucky deck. I built this right when the set was all being released. Now, going into store championships and things like that, I do think that there needs to be some tweaks to this deck, but I just haven't really spent the time to, dig into that just yet. So let's just go through the deck list real quick, and it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. We're going to start out with our cursed merfolks. Yeah, throwing those down, easy lore, make them discard if they want to challenge it. We've got Pegasus, we've got Robin Hood, we've got those packages of those shifts. The shifts are going to be Floodborns, which are amazing when it comes to Bucky. Next up on the list, we have Benja. So right now I'm still running Benja in this list. This was before Aladdin became a bigger thing, and maybe Aladdin is the card that really should be here. Like I said, I haven't updated it yet, but the 3-drop Aladdin and Steel also can be some item removal, and I do think that's important in the current format, especially against the red-blue items decks. I'm still torn on which one. Again, Aladdin's nice because he triggers Bucky, but Benja's nice because he does it when he comes down. After that, like I mentioned, we've got our Pegasus, our big Pegasus there. We've got Beast, we've got Robin Hood, just, the basic good Floodborns. They're going to be triggering Bucky, and all of them are going to be doing good things when they hit the field. After that, we've got Ursula. I know this is a little out of order. It's just the way they got cropped. But essentially, we've got Ursula coming down, being able to hand check. We got Diablo, of course, one of the biggest cards you need in this deck. It's going to come down. It's going to be able to quest and then draw you cards on the other turn. As long as you remember your draw trigger. We got Prince John. Prince John's going to draw us cards, so every time they discard, we draw a card. We got Ursula, the 3-drop Ursula, which is going to allow us to sing our removal spells multiple times, or maybe a double sudden chill. So really great card. I like Ursula in the list. We've got all of our songs left from there. So like I mentioned, sudden chill, making them discard a card, being able to draw cards off of Prince John is great with that. We've got Let the Storm Rage On, great, spell to be able to sing, do some damage, draw some cards, maybe even get to the point of using it with Diablo or something like that, if you're not able to quest with them. We've got Strength of the Raging Fire and Zeus, and again, Long Came Zeus, great removal spell. I think it's 100% mandatory in the format right now with Queen's Castles and things like that running around, so you do need to have that extra damage, as well as the Strength of Fire, being able to kill some of the bigger stuff when you go wide on the board. All in all, the deck's pretty easy to pilot. There are some decisions, especially around turn 3, turn 4, because depending on if you have Bucky, if you don't have Bucky, if you want to play Ursula on 3, or if you want to shift on 3, there are some pretty crucial, I would say, decisions that you need to make around that turn 3-4 mark. After that, it's pretty straightforward, and before that, maybe your turn 1, figuring out if you're going to play Pegasus or Robin Hood or Merfolk. But for the most part, deck's pretty easy to run. I like the deck. It's very strong, very consistent. But like I said, going into store championships, there's cards out there you may want to look at, whether it's Avalanche, Tinkerbell, or again, the Diablo, the Aladdin. There's a couple different cards where I'm going to be experimenting with to figure out if that's one I'm going to be taking to my store championships, or we're going to do something totally different. Maybe like our opponent's deck. Let's jump into the games, and I'll do a wrap up at the end talking about their deck and these matches.
All right, we shall begin. Okay. I'm going to bestow a gift. And I'm going to tap 1 to play the Mulan.
Yep.
And that's going to give her 2 damage, and I will pass turn.
Ink a beast. Play.
I was going to say don't lean your cards too much in the front.
Oh yeah. Perfect. And go ahead.
Draw for turn.
Hmm.
I'm going to ink a Mulan. That was the bad move then. I'm going to pay 2 to play Mother Gothel.
Hmm.
She comes in with me, and I'm going to quest for 1 with Mulan. And I will pass turn.
Untap. Draw. We will quest for 2. Quest for 2. Ink a Robin Hood. Play a Bucky. And go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to ready this up. Draw for turn. Gonna have to ink another Mulan.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pay 2 to play Cusco. And I'm going to use Mulan to attack into the Cursed Merfolk. I'm gonna discard a beast. And then I'm gonna quest for 1 with Mother Gothel for 2.
Yep.
And that'll be turn.
Untap. Draw. Ink a Robin Hood. Big Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Play Prince John. And I will pass turn.
Okay. Draw for turn. Okay, I'm gonna ink another Mulan. And I will. All right, let's see. What would you do next turn? I'm gonna quest for 3 to bring me up to 5, and I will pass turn.
How many cards are in hand?
2.
Start it off. Sudden chill.
Okay, I am going to discard this card instead.
Draw 1. Beast. Play a Merfolk. And pass.
Okay, we'll draw. So, do this. I am going to ink a Teeth and Ambition.
Yep.
I'm going to use the 5 to play Maleficent. And I'm going to quest for another 3 to bring me to 8. And as a side note, I do not have cards in hand.
All right, untap. Draw. I'm going to ink a Sudden Chill. Tap 3 to Strength the Raging Fire your Maleficent.
Okay. She is dead.
I will quest for 2. 4. Now pass turn.
Okay. We'll draw for turn. Okay. I'm going to ready everything. So I'm gonna pay 2 to put down Rose Lantern. I can tap it, exert it, and pay 2 ink to move 1 damage counter from chosen character to opposing character. I'm going to use its effect to pay 2 ink. I'm going to move 1 ink from my mother, 1 damage from my Mother Gothel to your Cursed Merfolk.
Yep.
And then I'm going to quest for another 3 to bring me to 11. And that will be my turn.
Draw. Gonna play Robin Hood. You have no cards in hand, so
Correct.
nothing. I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Getting ready everything. Draw for turn. I'm going to ink Li Shang.
Hmm.
Put him down there. I'm gonna pay 2 to move 1 damage counter from Mother Gothel to your Robin Hood. And I will pass.
Right. Untap. Draw. Play Beast. West. 2 with Robin Hood. Pass the turn.
Okay. Draw for turn. Okay. I'm gonna pay 2 to play Mother Gothel. And then I'm gonna pay 2 for the Rose Lantern to move 1 from my Mother Gothel onto your beast. I will pass.
Right. Untap. Draw. Play for 3. Ninja. We're gonna kill your Rose Lantern.
Unfortunate.
We're going to ink the 2-drop Ursula. Play the 3-drop Ursula. Quest 4. So we will go up to 10.
Okay.
Pass turn.
We'll draw. Okay. I have to do this. I'm gonna use Cusco to run into your Robin Hood.
2 more.
Actually, hold on. Your beast has 5 health, right?
Yes.
Actually, I'm gonna do that into the beast instead. I'm gonna draw a card from Cusco.
Cusco's a 1 or 2. Sorry.
He's a 1.
Want him.
I'm gonna pay 2 for Blue Fairy. And I'm gonna pay 1 for Mulan. And I'm gonna use Mother Gothel to get rid of your beast.
Okay.
And let me think here. I suppose I'm gonna use both of these to run into your Robin Hood.
Draw a card.
And that'll be my turn.
We'll play 2 Pegasus.
No.
And
My free lore.
we will quest for 3. Taking me up to 13. And go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna draw for turn. Well, we're gonna pay 2 to play Cusco. Ba, ba, ba. I'll pass turn.
Right. Tap. Draw. Quest out for the win. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8.
Yep, I couldn't really do anything. I think you would have won anyways.
Yeah, the only thing you could do is take out Benja, and then
Yeah,
I
I
go up
would
to
kill Benja.
19, but
Let's see. Yeah.
then I just win the following turn, I think.
The fact that I got 3 of my 4 Mulans is kind of insane so early. And I didn't get
Yeah.
any bells. I didn't get any of my counters to remove.
Yeah, that Rose Lantern was good
It
timing
was
on
helping
that.
me. Yeah, it was helping me, and then unfortunately, that's all she wrote. Okay. Gonna ink a Mulan. Sorry. Gonna pay 1 to play a Mulan.
All right.
And that'll
Going
be my turn.
to ink the 2-drop Ursula. Play 1-drop Robin Hood. Go ahead.
Draw for turn.
Hmm.
I'm going to ink Maleficent. And I'm going to then just quest for 1. And pass turn.
Draw. Ink a Benja. Play a Bucky. Go ahead.
Going to draw. I'm going to ink a Beast. I'm going to quest for 1.
Okay.
And I'm going to sing Teeth and Ambitions to do 2 damage to my Mulan to get rid of your Robin Hood. And I will play the last one here to play a Mulan.
All right.
And pass turn.
All right. We're gonna ink a Pegasus. Play a Diablo. Trigger Bucky. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. I'm gonna pay 3 to play Friends on the other side to draw 2. And I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna ink a Mulan. And I will pass.
Untap. All right. We're going to ink this Ursula. Going to sing Let the Storm Rage On, your Mulan. Card. We're going to play Prince John. We're going to play Pegasus. I don't think you have anything with brush. I haven't seen it, but I don't think I'm going to quest with.
Okay.
Pass turn. And when you draw, my Diablo will trigger.
Yep. Ink a Mother Gothel. I'm gonna pay 3 to play Beast. He's got 4 damage counters on him. And I will be forced to pass turn.
Origin in.
2.
You got Pegasus coming down, shift, trigger Bucky.
Okay. I have to get rid of this.
Draw a card off of Prince John. And we're going to sing Sudden Chill off of Diablo.
Yep.
Card. To Merfolk. Going to sing Strength of the Raging Fire on your beast.
Ouch.
So, quest for We are at 3, you're at 2, and I will pass the...
Okay, I will play 2 to play Mother Gothel and pass turn.
Oh, I forgot my draw.
It doesn't matter to me if you take it anyways. I
All
did
right.
my turn like literally really quickly.
All right, draw for turn. I drew off the bucket. All right. We will ink the Ursula. We will tap 5 for Beast. We will quest.
Cards on him.
We will quest with Pegasus for 2, Diablo for 3, Merfolk 5 total. Up to 8. And we will pass the turn.
Okay. Draw for turn. Ink this Li Shing. And I'm just gonna swing at your Merfolk.
Okay.
And pass turn.
Right. It's weird because there's not like a good way to draw off Beast. There's like no way to set like something to remind me.
Nah, yeah.
Like normally, like if it's on my turn, I can put something on top of my deck, but it's always remember. Second Beast. We will quest for 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. That'll take me up to 16. And I will pass the turn.
We're gonna draw.
I'm going to draw off of that.
Okay. I'm gonna just swing at your I mean, it won't change anything. I'm gonna swing at your Prince John. They trade. And then I'm just gonna play Lady Tremaine.
I'll sacrifice the Bucky.
And then I'll pass, and then that'll be game for you.
All right, guys. So as you can see, Bucky is still on top, still the king. But I really did enjoy what our opponent was doing. They were, using these damage counters and moving them around with Belle and Maleficent and the Lantern and things like that. And I thought this was a really cool, take on that particular archetype. Most of the time when we see these damaged characters like Gothel, they're just playing it in Amber, using Rapunzel to draw cards, but moving these counters around is what they said kind of helps them in that matchup against Diablo. So maybe they have a Diablo that they're not necessarily questing with too much, or they don't have an evasive threat to answer their Diablo, but in this way they can move those counters around. As you can see in one of those matches with my Beast, kind of played into it. I knew there was really nothing I could do there. But being able to move that over to Beast, shut down his draw. So I do like the idea around it. Again, not as great against Bucky in general, the specific card, because he does have wards, so you can't target him to move that. But he did have cards like Be King Undisputed, so that you can sacrifice, or Tremaine. But again, with the way I built my deck, I go pretty wide pretty quick. So those cards aren't as big of a threat. But it's definitely interesting in the way that they built. So who knows? Maybe we'll take a look at that deck in the future and we'll try to do our own variation on it. But let me know down in the comments, what deck do you want to see me playing instead in a future video? Because we did record a few other videos with CBC with different decks, and I'll be getting those edited and put out next week. And so, yeah, I'm excited about this whole new format and being able to play over Discord. It is very different. So I am having to, I would say, heavily edit these videos with getting rid of the pauses and things like that. But yeah, if you got any comments, any thoughts, how we can improve this particular segment, leave it down below. Let me know. And appreciate all you guys who have already hit that subscribe button. They've hit the like button. And if you haven't, do it. Just hit it. Just hit that subscribe button. It helps us out. It helps the algorithm, and it gets us one step closer to becoming monetized. So we can actually make some money off this, invest some more stuff into the channel, the videos, maybe more giveaways, things like that. So appreciate everything you guys are doing. Till next time, I'll take it easy.